Okay, just a minute. We're starting the session. Okay, so welcome back once again for the yet another session of programming. So in the last session, we have discussed about some important concepts in programming, where we have seen how do we find the data types, okay, of any kind of data that is uh, given in our function of the program. Now it is like we have seen how do we convert, okay, what's the major difference between implicit and explicit conversion. Okay, and implicit in the sense it is automatically okay done by the interpreter, Python interpreter, whereas explicit means the user will do the work of conversion of the data type, right? So this is what have covered in the last session, and if you people have any uh, any doubts, you can always comment, and also you just go back and refer to that session in the previous session program. So please follow the sequence. So don't jump into the middle of it and you just try to understand the concepts. But it is recommended you just watch sequentially, okay, step by step. So that's so now with that take, we will be starting this current session. Okay, so in this session, we'll be dealing with the important concept called as operators. Okay, so let us understand what are operators and what are the types of operators. Right. So if you just see, so operators are like arithmetic operators. Simply, we just multiply, we just subtract, we just divide. So those are all comes under the term of operators. Okay, so why we do this is like we need to apply something on the variables. Okay, so in order to perform some operations on the variables, okay, so we use these symbols or whatever this case you call mathematical signs. Okay, and we perform our operations on the variables, right? Based upon our application, we'll be doing this. Okay, so in Python also there are like many kinds of operators, as you can see here clearly. So categories are arithmetic operators and also assignment operators. Next, comparison operators, logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. Okay, so we'll be seeing each one of these in a brief manner. So just a minute. Right. So these are the operators. Okay. So here, if you can see, okay, arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, identity, membership, bitwise. Okay. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, seven, and this rule of precedence is applicable for all of this. Okay. Don't count this under the operators, but this is a basic thing you need to follow where while you are operating on this operators. Okay, so uh, altogether there are seven kinds, and we'll be seeing each one of them briefly. Okay, before we start looking into each one of them uh, in a detailed manner. Okay, so this first operator, as we can read it and understand, arithmetic operations. Okay, so there will be some basic arithmetic points we'll be doing. Okay, so we know this. Okay, plus addition, subtraction, we're performing subtraction, addition, multiplication. Okay, division, and we see here modulus. Okay, and also exponentiation. So that is meant by nothing but power. Okay, suppose you want to find out 2 power 3. Okay, you use this operator. Okay, which is called as for exponents. Okay, you use like double star. Okay, and also if you want to do another kind of division, so this is called as floor division. So in just a couple of minutes I'll be going of each one of this in a brief manner. For now, just okay, you just try to identify this, right? So again, we have assignment operators. So here, So there are many ways that we can assign the numbers for this assign the data for our variables. Okay, so these are some examples you can see. So plus equal to, okay, this operator is used to represent x equal to x plus 3. Okay, instead of using this variable x double time, okay, we can assign in this manner where we'll be using x a single time only. Okay, x equal to x plus 3. Instead of writing this, I can write x plus equal to 3 also. Okay, so that is the use case of all these operators. Okay, assignment operators we'll be seeing later. So next, for now, you just go through this briefly. Okay. Next is comparison. Okay. Comparison, as the name itself suggests. Okay. What you are doing here is we are comparing. That's it. Okay. So we know what are the comparison operators. Okay. Basic comparator operators are greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, so greater than, less than, or equal to, right? So here if you just see, equal to is not there. Okay, equal to is used for assignment. Okay, in programming. Okay, you cannot use just like a mathematical symbol of equal to. So we'll, for equal we'll be using double. Okay, we'll be using for two times. Okay, that is what here. And we know equal to is used to assign something to the variable, assign data to the variable. Okay, so don't get confused with that. Okay, and here equal to is double equal. Okay, so you need to do it like two times. Fine. And next, so greater than, here this less than, and also greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, right? And not equal to, not equal to is like you use exclamatory mark and then use equal to. Okay, so we will be seeing all this later. Next is logical. So logical is it is like and, or, not. Okay, so these are the basic logical operators. So this works, this use case, okay, we'll be discussing in the next or else the further sessions, right? And there are other operators called as identity operators. Okay, and here it is like is and is not. Okay, right? Next, we have membership operators. Okay, for example, here in and not in. Okay, these two comes under like membership operators. Okay, and we have like bitwise also. Fine. So here also we'll be dealing with some operations between these two for some comparisons. Okay. So and, or, XOR, not. Fine. So left shift, right shift. Okay. This will be deal. Okay. This is dealt as we progress in our session. And also there are, okay, there are some rules for precedence. Okay, we'll be seeing this in a while. So just if we just want to understand this arithmetic operators, okay, let us dive deep into this. Okay, so for today we'll be dealing with basic arithmetic operators. Okay, so here we're just opening slide. Okay, okay. So let us start with arithmetic operators. Okay. Now, so arithmetic operators is like you perform some operation, okay, on, let me say, just a minute, I'll just share this. Okay, right. So suppose take a simple expression. So C equal to A plus B. Okay, these are some fundamentals you need to understand. Okay, here equal to and plus. Okay, so these are called as operators. Okay, so equal to and plus, these are called as operators. Okay, and whatever we are dealing with this, okay, here you're seeing A, B, C, these are operands. These are operands. Okay, so this is the fundamental thing you need to understand. Okay, whatever the signs, Okay, these are the operators and these are the operands. Fine. Okay. So let me take a simple expression. So let me take x equal to a plus b plus c. Okay, I'm performing a simple addition operation on three variables. Okay, so if I store values a, let me say 4. Okay, if I store b as 3 and if I store c as 2, okay, what will be the output? Generally, we as a humans will be calculating 4 plus 3 plus 2, okay, 7, okay, 7 plus 2, 9. So what happens in the system is, so system will be evaluating these two first, okay, 4 plus 3, that is 7, and then it will be adding the another digit with this 7 plus 2, that is 9. Okay, finally all these things will be hidden. Okay, and whatever you're seeing is nothing but the output, that is 9. Okay, so that is what it is the thing that is happening behind the screen. Okay, so you'll be only seeing 9, but actually how the system performs is it will just first add this 4 plus 3. Okay, and it will just get the result 7, and then it will add 2. Okay, that is 9. Okay guys, so so is it uh, uh, is it clearly understandable for you? Fine. Okay. Now, so if I just give other expression, let me say x equal to, okay, a plus b into c, okay, and let the variables be same. A value is 4 plus b value be 3 and into c value be 2. Okay, now you just understand like what will happen now. Okay, so first we know according to the rule of board mass, okay, we need to first multiply, right? So 6. Okay, and next we will be adding. Okay, so finally we'll be getting 6 plus 4 10. Okay, this is what we know, right? But what about the system? What will the system do? Will it perform like the previous case, like first it will be adding 4 plus 3 7, and later it will multiplying will be 2 and they will be performing 14? No. Okay, it should not happen like that. Okay, right, then how the system will know, okay, which operation I need to perform first? Okay, is there any rule? Okay, we as a humans know that according to the board mass rule we'll be following, right? So what about the system and how it will evaluate what operations I need to perform first and what operations I will perform next, right? So there is only one way, okay, we can do this. So for to deal with this challenge, okay, we are using a simple rule, okay, which is nothing but the rule of precedence, okay, as we actually dealt just now as saw this. I'll just, okay, fine. So here, okay, here if you just see, we have seen something called as rule of precedence. Okay, so I hope it is clear, right? So according to this rule of precedence, so the operator, okay, so which is called as parenthesis. Okay, it is having the highest value of precedence. Okay, it is given as 18 here. Okay, right? So here you can see, right? And also, if you just come, just scroll down. So from starting from 1, we are having this, okay? And the topmost precedent is having for parenthesis, okay, the brackets, right? So so this is what we evaluate, how we evaluate as we perform the board mass rule. Okay, so we will be dealing first which is present in the brackets and solving. So similarly, you can see function call is having 17. Okay, what is this function call? Okay, will be you just don't uh, mind now. So it will be dealt in the later sessions, but just concentrate on the precedent values. Okay, precedent values is 17 and slicing the precedence is 16, right? And subscription, okay, so it is 15, and exponentiation it is 14. Okay, so all these precedents you can observe here. And you can see here multiplication, division, and modulus operator are having the same precedence. Okay, that is 11, right? And addition and subtraction are having the next precedence, that is 10. Okay, so this is what the precedence chart says here. Okay, so when you are performing any operate on any operations, okay, so the system or the interpreter, what will we do? It will be dealing with the precedence values of those operators. Okay, so if suppose if it is saying plus, okay, it knows that the precedence value of plus, that is addition, is 10. Okay, and if it sees multiplication, that is 11, so it knows that the precedence value of multiplication is 11. So whatever is having the highest precedence will be getting the first priority. Okay, that is what it functions like. Okay, so now I will just go back and I will just see here. See, okay, so if let us take another expression now. So I have, let's say, x equal to, okay, a plus b into c. Okay, so let's say a equal to 3. Okay, so b equal to 2, c equal to 1. Okay, let's take these values. Fine. So now, if you just want to substitute here, x equal to 3 plus 2 into 1, right? So now what the system sees is it is seeing plus and it is seeing into. Okay, we know that into is having the precedence of 11. Okay, now plus he is having the precedence of 10. Just now we have seen this. Okay, so first of all, will be just doing this operation. So 3 plus, it will be multiplying 2 into 1, that is 2. Now it will be giving preference to this operation. So 3 plus 2, final answer will be 5. Okay, so this is what the thing happens here, right? So whenever you are seeing the signs, it will be taking the rule of precedence and just simply considering according to that. Now I have a question. So if I just change this expression, x equal to a into b into c. Okay, now what will happen? So 3 into 2 into 1, fine. So here into is present here, multiplication and multiplication is also present here, right? Then what will happen now? So according to the rule of precedence, okay, it is having 11. So whether it will start from here or whether it will start from here, okay? So it is a confusion, right? So if you just go back and if you just see, let us just see here. Okay, if you just see here, they have given us a associativity rule. Okay, so what is this rule? So when the values are having the same precedence, then you need to go from left to right. Okay, that is what the meaning. Okay, if you are seeing parenthesis, okay, then you need to follow. If in a single expression all the parenthesis operators are there, then you will be doing left to right operations. Okay, from left you will be starting. Okay, next, if you are seeing, go back to here, multiplication, right? So if you are seeing same operators such as multiplication in a single expression, then you need to follow left to right associativity. Okay, so like this, there are also the associated chart that is given. Okay, so according to this, it will be performing, right? Now let us get back. Okay, yes. So now you got to know that this it will be performing from left to right. Okay, so it will be starting from here. 3 into 2, that is 6, and 6 into 1, that is again 6. So the final answer will be x value, that will be equal to 6. Okay, so if I just change my expression, okay, x equal to a into b divided by c. Okay, now what will happen? So we have taken the same values, let's say 3 into 2 divided by 1. Okay, so into multiplication, that is multiplication and division are having the same value of precedence. So that's why what we will do, okay, we will be performing the according to the rule of associativity. So we'll be doing from left to right. Okay, we'll be evaluating the expression from left to right. So from left is 3 into 2, that is 6, and 6 by 1. Okay, so that will be 6. Okay, the answer will be 6. So this is how the rule of associativity works. Okay, so now then if you just see, now let us just type in some thing, and it will just perform in our Jupyter notebook. Okay, so for this course, we'll be using Jupyter notebook of the entire course. So if you are using any other platform, that is okay, but I will be proceeding with my Jupyter notebook. Fine. Okay, so let me open this. Okay, so now let us see the basic operators. Okay, let me keep on heading. Arithmetic, basic arithmetic operators. Okay, so in this, if you just see, just now we have dealt with some uh, rules. Okay, now we'll be just performing in some codes. Okay, so let me take C equal to 12. Okay, A equal to 10, and let me take, okay, B equal to 2.5. Sorry, 2.5. Okay, so now let me perform an expression that is equal to x equal to, let's say, A into B into C. Okay, or else you just do divide division. Okay, C. Fine. Now we'll be using print of x. Okay, so we'll be storing all this value in x, and then we'll be uh, just getting the output from there. Okay, right. If I just run this, okay, the answer is 2.0833335. Okay, so for simplicity, let me just change the values. Okay, it will be good if we evaluate so with parallel with the system. Okay, so let me take the same example case. In this case, what we have taken is A equal to 3, B equal to 2, C equal to 1. Okay, so I'll be just shifting them. A equal to 3, B equal to 2, and C equal to 1. Okay, now if I run this, okay, so I'm getting an output as 6. Fine, 6.0, it is a float value. Okay, so it is uh, just like as we have seen, right? So we just did the expression A into B into C, we got 6. Now we'll be doing A into B into C. Okay, now if we just run this, we'll be getting output as 6. Fine. Okay, so when you are performing division, it is taking like float, and when you performing multiplication, it is like it is taking you as integer, right? Divisions actually need some accuracy. So in division cases, most probably it will be taking in float values only. Fine. Okay, so now if you just proceed further, okay, let me just take another one. Okay, right. Okay, so here, Right. So suppose if you're operating with an expression, okay. So let me say, okay, there is a equation, just okay. Let me say you want to find out uh, a plus b by 2, okay. Just nothing but average, okay. You want to find out average of two numbers, okay. Now see here. So when you are performing in programming, right? So suppose given there is a number 3 and there is a number 2, okay. So what will be the average? We perform 3 plus 2 by 2, okay. So that is 5 by 2, that is 2.5, okay. So right. So now let's see what happens if I just want to find out same by using a program, okay. Right. So, okay. So here I've just be just finding out the two average of two numbers. So I'm taking a equal to 3, b equal to 2. Okay. So let me just perform a plus b by 2. Okay. So average equal to a plus b by 2. Okay. Now let me just print that average. Okay, whatever. I will be storing this in average since, so I will be printing this. Let me see the answer, right? So what you're seeing here, so you're seeing here it has given us the result as 4. Fine. So but what is the actual result I got is, if you just see that it is like 5 by 2, it should give me the 2.5, okay, but it is giving me 4. So where is the problem here? So let us understand how what the system has evaluated here. So here if you just see, a is 3, okay, fine. A is 3 and that is 2, okay, and by it is taking 2, fine. So according to the rule of precedence, what happens, the system is seeing that division is having more precedence. So first of all it is evaluating this expression, right, this part of the expression. So 2 by 2 it is 1, okay, and also it is giving 3 plus 1 and final answer is 4.0, okay. So that's why we're getting the wrong output, fine. So in order to tackle this, then what we will do, so there is some solution you can just perform. So if you just want to increase the precedence, you just add this brackets or parenthesis to the expression which you intended to solve first. Okay, so here I want to solve this 3 plus 2 in the first place. So then only I will be getting the proper answer, right? So you know this, how you need to perform the operation, right? So you know your application and you know what it demands, right? So based upon that, what you will do is simply just add this parenthesis, okay, for the part of the expression which you want it to perform first. Okay, so now let us again change our program here. So a plus b, I'm just placing it in brackets, parenthesis. Okay. Now you need to get a proper output. So that is 2.5. Fine. So this is what that happens. So whenever you want to increase the precision of, whenever you want to increase precedence of some expression, some part of the expression, you just place that in a uh, braces. It will automatically increase your precedence. Okay. Now let us understand some other things such as division, float, and also modulus operator. Okay, so I'll be erasing this. Okay, so we know the basic division. Okay, division. So in division, what will happen? So suppose a equal to, let me take 3. Okay, b equal to, let me take 2. Fine. So, division, what we'll do, a by b. Okay. So a by b we will do simply 3 by 2. Okay. we'll be getting the answer as 1.5. So this is the basic division. Okay. Now, so you have just seen one more thing such as float division. Okay, in our program at the beginning. Okay. So if you perform float division, suppose a equal to 3, b equal to 2. Okay. So I want to know what is float division of this. Fine. So what will be the answer? See here. So let me just, for your understanding, let me just represent this in division. Okay, 3. Okay, you are dividing by 2. Sorry. So here comes 3 and you are dividing it by 2. Okay, so you just perform normal division. So 3 to 2 ones 2. Okay, sorry for that. 2 ones 2. Right, and you are getting a reminder as 1. Okay, after you're getting reminder as 1, normally what you will do, you'll just keep point and just proceed, but for float division just leave it like that only. Okay, and you concentrate on whatever the quotient you have got, so that will be your answer. Okay, there is a simple way to understand float division. Okay, so you just perform the normal division operation, but you will just stop whenever you you are just getting a reminder. Okay, you don't perform it by using decimals. Okay, so you don't go for decimals. So whenever you're getting a reminder, you just stop there. Okay, you don't proceed further, right? So this will be your answer for the float division. Okay, now let me again see what is meant by modulus operator by same example. Okay, so suppose there is a equal to 3 and there is b equal to 2, and you want to perform a, this is what the modulus of a modulus b. Okay, a modulus b. Fine. So let us proceed with the same example. So you are dividing 3, okay, by 2. Fine. A modulus B, right? You just perform the normal division first. So 2 ones 2, right? And you are getting 1 as the remainder, right? So in modulus operator, you just concentrate on whatever your remainder is, that will be your answer. So you are here, the answer will be 1. Okay. So modulus operator deals with remainder. Okay, so that's the only difference you need to remember. For float division, you just keep on doing so without the using of any decimal. So whatever the quotient is, just place that quotient there. Okay, so you never continue up to you until you get 0 as a reminder. Okay, you just do one time. Okay, and whatever the thing that you the proper integer value that is there, you just go and perform that, right? So this is what the float division, right? And also in modulus division, you just concentrate on the reminder. Okay, if you are getting 0 as a reminder, you just you just get as 0 as the output. Okay, if you are getting 1 as a reminder, you just write there the output as 1. Okay, if you're just getting 2, okay, so whatever the reminder, that will be okay written here. Fine. So that is what the main difference between these three things. Okay, many people might do some errors while understanding this, but this is the simplest way you can okay remember this. Fine. Now let us apply these things in our program. Okay. Okay. So let us see now one by one. So I'm taking, let me take the same values and perform other operations also. Okay. So I'll be just directly printing print of a float division. Okay. B. Okay. And also print of a modulus b. Okay. So let us run this. Okay, see, we got it. One, that is the float division, and also the modulus operator, we got it as 1. Fine. So, which is exactly matching with our okay uh, explanation. Fine, right? So this is how these operators work. Okay. So quickly, we will just see some of the use cases where we can implement this in a practical way. Okay, so for example, suppose uh, take an example program. Okay, just delete this. Okay, so suppose there is a program which is asking you to find out. I will be keeping this as a heading instead of this. Okay, find find the area of the simple thing. Will just say triangle. Okay, triangle. So write a program to find the area of the triangle. Okay, uh, taking the values of base and height. Okay, from the user. Okay, fine. Suppose this is what a given question is. Okay, now by using the basic operators, just now we have studied. Okay, you can do these things. Okay, so let us do. Just a minute. Okay, so now let me take a base. Okay, a variable name as place, and it should be an integer value. Okay, so I'm just taking int. Okay, I need to take input from the user, so input of. Okay, I've just given a prompt for the user, so I'm asking him to enter the base value. Okay, fine. So you just keep it in a quotation mark since it is a string. Okay, so now close the bracket, and again you need to close another bracket, right? So next you need to take the input of height also. Okay, first of all we know the formula for uh, area of a triangle, which is half into base into height. Okay, so we'll be taking another input. So input of enter the height. Okay, so I need to close in, okay, quotations, enter the height. Okay, now just close this, and next I need to write a formula for area, right? Area equal to, so we need to perform half into base into height. So it's better you just take 0.5, or else you can take 1 by 2 also, that's not a problem. For now I'll be taking 0.5, okay, and I'll be placing into, so I'll be taking base, okay, whichever the user enters, okay, so same name you need to enter here, base, okay, and then height, I have taken another variable, so I just place it here, height, okay. So now print print of area. Okay, so just run this, and it is asking for base, so I'm taking 10. Okay, and it is asking for height, so let me take 12. Okay, enter. So the value is 60. Okay, so let us check if we wanted to verify this. Okay, so here, so we need to calculate half into base. Base is 10 and height is 12. Okay, so 5 and 12 5 60. Okay, so which is perfectly fine. Okay, so yeah, so we got the proper answer for this, right? Okay, so now let us find uh, another, suppose if the person asks us to find, let's say, finding the, okay, area of the rhombus. Okay, so write a program to find the area of rhombus. Okay, right. So we know the rhombus, area formula for rhombus is half into a plus b into h. Okay, so let us put this. So let me take a value. So here we're dealing with division. So it's better. okay, you just take, okay, consider this as float value, okay, to get a proper answer. So I'm taking float of input of, okay, and also I'm just asking the user to enter the site, okay, fine, okay. Next, let me take, let me close another one. Next, suppose let me take another side value, okay. So I'm taking float now, okay, float, float of input of enter another side, okay, another side. So just close this. And next, so let us take height also, okay, we need to have height also. So height h equal to, let me take float again, okay, float of input of enter height, okay. So yeah, let us close this. And now, while writing the formula, you need to be careful now. So the formula is half into a plus b into h, okay. So let me just open this again. See here. So half into a plus b into h, okay. So while writing, I want to evaluate this first, okay. If you just forget this precedence, okay, you just place this like this, half into a plus b into h, okay. This computer will just evaluate this because it is having higher rule of precedence, okay, right? And it will be evaluating this first and then you will be adding, okay. So which we don't want like that, okay. So just be careful in writing. So I'm just writing half now, okay, 1 by 2 into a plus b, just keep it in bracket, a, okay, plus b. Now just type into h, okay. So now print of area, okay. Let us run this. So it is asking for enter the site. So let me take 10 or enter another site. Let me take 12 and enter height it is asking, and let me take it as 20, okay, right. So the answer is 220 area, okay, area of a rhombus. If I want to check 10, 12, 20, okay, this is what I have taken. So let us check here. So half into, this is 10, this is 12, this is 20, okay. So you can just cancel out here at first. 10, okay, this is 22 into 10, which is exactly equal to 220, okay. So our program has given us a proper answer, okay. Now, so let us go with some operations now. So suppose let us take another example of finding. Okay, I'm just opening this notebook. Okay, so let us take a example program now. So suppose user enters days, okay, and you need to get uh, number of weeks including days, okay. Suppose if a user enters the suppose if a user enters, let's say, 14 days, okay, your answer should be it is nothing but 2 weeks, okay. Suppose the user enters 15 days and you want a output where the program should tell it as, okay, 2 weeks and 1 day, okay. So this is what, so just you are uh, writing a program for this, okay. Write a program to convert days, okay, uh, entered by the user into let's say weeks, okay, into weeks and days, okay. So yeah, this is the task you have, right? So first of all, what we'll do, we need to take the input from the user, right? So let me take days. Okay, I will just keeping the variable days as days only. Okay, so days equal to, so it should be an integer value. So I'm just taking int of, okay, input of. So this is what the input function, right? So input of, and I'm just giving it a prompt for the user. So enter the number of days. Okay, so I'm just getting this and closing another bracket. So now this is what the user entered. Now what? So we need to take another variable. Let's say it has weeks. Okay, and now, okay, whatever the things. Suppose we just go into this, back to this PowerPoint. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so let us understand this task for some time. Right. So here, suppose I entered 15 days. Okay, and this is what the user enters. Okay, now I want it as the program should return it is 2 weeks and it is 1 day. Okay, so this is what the output I want. Okay, now how we can find this is, see here. So here, 2 weeks, how we can get weeks. So just divide this 15 by number of days in a week, that is 7. Okay, we have 7 days in a week, so we just perform the division. 7 2's 14 and we want the quotient. Okay, so but we never do till we get a reminder as 0. Okay, we just do one time and then we just get this quotient. So for this you can use floor division. Okay, floor division you can use this, right? So from it I'm getting this one. And what about 15? Okay, what about this extra 1 day, how you can get? So you just perform another thing called as modulus operator, or use this modulus operator. Okay, so what happens if you use modular operator is, suppose if I enter 15 and you just perform modulus operation, so by 7 you just feed it like 7. Okay, so 7 2's 14 and remaining this 1 day is a odd day. Okay, so you just print this 1 day. Okay, so now you can see the practical application of this floor division and also the modulus operator. Okay, this is what how you can use this in a practical case. Now let us do. Okay, so weeks that equal to, so let me take whatever the thing that is entered by the user. Okay, days. Okay, I am doing floor division, so just do double division for double time and just do by 7. Okay, and also I want remaining days also. So remain, okay, rem underscore days. Okay, this is how you can name a variable. Okay, you can use underscore. It is the only symbol you can use. So remaining days equal to, you just days. Okay, use a modulus operator and again 7 divided by 7. Fine. And now print. Okay, print of. So let me print uh, in a proper way. So I'll be printing weeks. Okay, weeks equal to, close this and put a comma, and you want this output to be displayed. Okay, so type the variable name weeks. Okay, right, and also comma. So you can, you want to type remaining days also. Okay, so I'm also using this one, remaining days. Okay, remaining days equal to, so you can just close this in a quotation and just use a comma and type remaining days, whatever the name you have kept for the variable. Okay, so close this. Now let us run this. So I will enter 15. Okay, So weeks, I got output as weeks as 2 and remaining days as 1. So which is exactly correct, right? So this is how you can use cleverly if you are knowing the performance of how the operator is functioning. Okay, so then you can use this in the programs. Okay, simple programs you can solve this. Fine. So if we just change, let us change this number and see. Okay, I'm just running it again. So let me say 365. Okay, and let me enter. And yeah, I got 52 weeks and remaining days are 1. Okay, there is only one odd day. Okay, so if you enter a leap year, it will be having 2 odd days. Okay, so this is what the use case of arithmetic operations we have uh, implemented in the programs, and we have seen this practically. Okay, still you can practice more kind of programs by using these operators, right? So for today, so we'll be uh, signing off. So we'll be meeting in the next session. Okay, so take care and have a good day and happy learning. Bye bye.